The following video contains strong sexual content and is rated M for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Our advice: don't get caught.
What's up, gang? And we back. Egyptian pyramids scare scientists. Now, brace yourself, because this conversation is not for dummies. If you're a dummy, this is not for you. You're not going to understand it. You know what I'm saying? This is for smart people only. You know what I'm saying? Brace yourself.
The Egyptian pyramids, timeless and enigmatic, tower over humanity's understanding of its past. Their vast and imposing presence emanates mysteries that have intrigued, bewildered, and indeed terrified scientists over centuries.
It's a whole fact, y'all.
As we delve into these mystifying structures, we unearth more questions than answers, peeling back layers of human history encoded in stone. Number 1. The mysterious construction technique. The Egyptian pyramids, particularly the Great Pyramid of Giza, are the epitome of architectural marvels.
Right.
Constructed around 4,500 years ago during the Fourth Dynasty, their grandeur remains largely undiminished even today. Scientists, archaeologists, and historians have spent years trying to decode the methods that the ancient Egyptians used to build these structures.
Now, pay attention to what he said. He said the methods. That's what we attacking right now, the methods. Pay attention to this.
This mysterious construction technique is a source of apprehension for researchers due to the sheer scale and precision involved. The Great Pyramid,
There go that word again. Precision. Remember the word precision, because the precision is what we can't manipulate or duplicate, should I use.
composed of approximately 2.3 million stone blocks.
Wow. So we talking about 2.3 million stone blocks. That's crazy. 2.3 million stone blocks. But mind you, each block weighs about 4 tons, right?
Each weighing between 2.5 to 15 tons.
2.5 to 15 tons. See how fast he came back with that?
Poses the biggest question. How were the ancient Egyptians able to move such massive stones without the aid of modern machinery?
Bow. That's the whole shit right there. How was they able to move these stones with the known modern technology? That's where it gets crazy at. For real, for real. This is where it gets crazy at. For real, for real.
Numerous theories have been proposed, including the use of massive labor forces, intricate lever systems, and even the idea of creating a canal system to float the stones to their final location.
Now this sounds unbelievable. A fucking canal system, all type of pulley systems, ropes, and things of that nature. I can't get with it. Doesn't make sense to me at all.
The precision with which these stones were placed is another element that baffles scientists. The pyramid's corners are aligned with such accuracy that the error margin is less than 0.05 degrees.
Wow. Now that's one thing I never knew. I never knew that the air margin was less than a point of a degree. Less of a point than a degree. That's like small as like dental floss. Like the space of dental floss. That's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. That's crazy.
A feat challenging to replicate even with modern engineering techniques. This exceptional precision, combined with the size and weight of the stones, perplexes experts about how such...
Now that's a vision that's been inside our head for a couple of decades. Let's talk about that. See that image right there? I can't truly get with or agree with the fact that they're trying to tell us these were one of the possible methods. Let's be clear. All we talking about now is possible methods, because they not telling us exactly how it's being built. So these are possible methods. So at the end of this video, I want to talk about my possible methods. You know what I'm saying? Because this is all they're talking about to us right now.
Such a grandiose construction project could have been completed with primitive tools. The internal structure of the pyramids, replete with hidden
Now check this out. Upon building this massive, intricate structure, all these canals and chambers were precisely put where they are. We are looking at an x-ray of the outside looking in, and it looks seriously built.
chambers and narrow passageways further accentuates the enigma of their construction. The presence of the Grand Gallery, a 46-meter-long and 8-meter-high sloping hallway in the Great Pyramid, especially creates awe.
Wow.
It is difficult for scientists to comprehend how the Egyptians managed to design and construct.
Like, let's be real, bro. Let's be real. Let's stop lying to ourselves. We're looking at a structure built thousands and thousands of years ago. And today we still can't replicate or duplicate this type of architecture, this type of technological architecture. Because look at all the technology that's involved. Look at all the numbers. Look at all the measurements. Look at all of the brutal manpower that's needed. That's funny because the manpower that we calculate as people can't even amount to the amount of manpower that was needed to construct such a monstrosity. Think about it.
Such an impressive space within the pyramid's solid structure. The mysterious construction techniques used in the pyramids continue to pose unanswered questions.
Look at this, bro. Come on, guys. Let's use our brain. That's like giving a kid a set of tools and asking them to rebuild a transmission. I can't see it happening. I can't see it happening. But look how they try to portray and downplay this monstrosity of a structure.
Despite exhaustive research and countless theories, no consensus has been reached about how these awe-inspiring structures were created. Even the most plausible explanations involving ramps, sledges, and ropes fail to explain fully the pyramid's extraordinary architectural precision and the organized logistics required for their construction. The uncanny amalgamation of architectural prowess, geometrical accuracy,
Right.
and the monumental scale leaves scientists with an unnerving sense of wonder.
Right.
These unexplained aspects, the gigantic scale, the incredible precision, the complex internal structures, and the sheer inability to arrive at a conclusive method of construction evoke a sense of both awe and fear among scientists.
Right.
The Egyptian pyramids, in their silent majesty, continue to guard their secrets, making the construction technique used a persistent source of dread and a challenge to our understanding of human capability in antiquity.
This is what I'm saying. Doesn't compute to them. It doesn't compute to your best carpenters, your best builders. It doesn't compute to them. That's why, like I said, all they giving us is their hypothesis. That's what they're giving us. Their own synopsis. That's what they're giving us, because they're not giving us actual fact. You know what I'm saying? They not. They giving us what they think.
Number 2, unexplained alignment with celestial bodies. The ancient Egyptians' understanding of astronomy has been a subject of fascination for researchers across the world. Their fascination with the cosmos is clearly evident in their architecture, particularly the enigmatic alignment of the pyramids with celestial bodies, a fact that terrifies modern scientists due to its uncanny precision and the advanced understanding of astronomy it implies. The pyramid.
Now, this is where it gets more interesting, because now astronomy was introduced in building the pyramids. astronomy was introduced. You understand what I'm saying? So now, whoever built these pyramids had knowledge of the stars. They had knowledge of the solar system. They had knowledge of the galaxy. And implemented into all that, it's like we can't lack that. Let's keep that.
Pyramids of Giza, standing as timeless witnesses to the past, are oriented with an astonishing level of accuracy towards the cardinal points:
Right.
north, south, east, and west.
Remember the cardinal points. Remember that.
The Great Pyramid, for instance, is aligned with true north within a fraction of a degree.
True north within a fraction of a degree. Yo, bro, this precision is unknown to mankind. The precision.
This level of precision, achieved without a magnetic compass, which hadn't been invented yet, continues to bewilder astronomers and historians. The question that arises is, how did the ancient Egyptians accomplish such a precise alignment?
It really makes you think, because they keep giving all the flowers to the Egyptians. Was it the Egyptians that built the pyramids? Was it really the Egyptians who knew the science of the stars and aligned the pyramids in such a precise position where it was a fraction of a degree off of the north and south longitude and longitude lines? Boy, that's cutting a big one. That's giving them a lot of extra credit that maybe they don't need and deserve. The reason why I'm saying that, because they human just like us. The same manpower, the same lift weight capacity. You know what I'm saying? Let's say that.
A popular hypothesis is the simultaneous transit method, where the Egyptians could have tracked a circumpolar star, visually splitting it in half with a plumb line, and then marking out the direction as true north. However, the complexity of this method and the accuracy achieved despite it remains a source of wonderment and perturbation among scientists.
Now, this is where it gets ill. Check it out. Egyptians are people. You know what I'm saying? And they would say human beings, right? So this is why the ones that's covering this shit up, they're trying to compare the modern day human with the humans of that time, to not like downplay that humans could have been smart enough to build the pyramids. So they trying to like give the glory of that such intricate project. It was such an intricate project, and they trying to give all the glory to humans for that. You know what I'm saying?
It suggests an astronomical sophistication that seems ahead of the Egyptians' time. More mysteriously, the three pyramids of Giza, Khufu, Khafra, and Menkora align with the stars of Orion's belt. The correspondence between the pyramids and these stars is so precise that it mirrors the relative sizes of the pyramids and the brightness of the stars. This theory, known as the Orion correlation theory, has raised much debate since its proposal by Robert Bauval and Adrian Gilbert in 1994. This alignment is not a random occurrence, but a deliberately designed architectural plan, suggestive of a deep understanding of celestial geometry.
Wow. So whoever put together this dope, massive complex, right, had to have been blessed with the knowledge of the solar system, the knowledge of the stars, and also the knowledge of mathematical numbers. All right. Now, these are things that some humans have it and some don't. You get what I'm saying?
This raises unnerving questions about the ancient Egyptians' astronomical knowledge and capabilities.
Exactly, because everyone wants to give the Egyptians all that credit. I can't give them all that credit though. You know what I'm saying? It's too many movies and too much stuff that's, you know, finessing our thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do it.
Did they have more sophisticated tools and a deeper understanding of the cosmos than what is generally credited to them?
Exactly. You see how I'm on point over here, because you see how, shout out to the guy who made the video, right? As he's breaking it down, I'm breaking it down right behind him or right in front of him. You know what I'm saying? This is how you know each one teach one.
Were these alignments purely religious or ceremonial, or did they serve a more practical purpose? These questions, seemingly simple, are difficult to answer definitively.
As we get into this part of the video, we see that we have received no definitive answers yet. We have received no rock hard facts.
And hence evoke an unsettling sense of uncertainty. The Sphinx adds yet another layer of celestial mystery. The colossal statue faces directly from west to east and is thought by...
Yo, let me tell you something. The position where they positioning all these monoglyphs and all these big old creations. I always said that in order to position it to the north or to the south or to the east or to the west, you gotta know from above, you know what I'm saying, where you position it at. I don't think you can know from being on the ground. You know what I'm saying? You can have a good idea, but you gotta have some way to double check your answer. So I think double checking your answer would be out there looking down.
By some to be an astronomical observation device. It is suggested that the Sphinx was designed to observe the rising of the constellation of Leo, and its construction marks the age of Leo that occurred around 10,500 BC, which is much earlier than accepted Egyptian civilization timelines. This Sphinx water erosion hypothesis, and associated astronomical dating, proposed by John Anthony West, and further popularized by Robert Bauval and Graham Hancock, although controversial, further accentuates the mystery surrounding ancient Egyptian astronomy. The notion that the Egyptians built the pyramids and the Sphinx according to a master plan based on their knowledge of celestial bodies is both fascinating and daunting. The pyramid's perfect alignment with certain stars and the Sphinx's suggested astronomical purpose cannot be easily dismissed as coincidences.
Right.
This is a testament to the Egyptians' astronomical prowess, which seems to exceed our understanding of their civilization. The accurate alignment with celestial bodies, a feat impossible without sophisticated astronomical knowledge, suggests that we might be overlooking or underestimating the intellectual prowess of the ancient Egyptians. This realization, coupled with the inability to fully understand or explain their techniques, imbues modern scientists with a chilling respect for these ancient builders and their celestial inspirations.
Right.
The realization that these colossal structures might be an earthly mirror of the heavens is both awe-inspiring and terrifying in its implications.
Right.
Number 3, advanced geometric precision. The geometrical accuracy of the pyramids is yet another factor that has left researchers in a state of incredulous fear and wonder.
Right.
The precision and uniformity of these monumental structures, achieved without the aid of modern tools and technology, hint at a superior understanding of geometry and mathematics.
Right. You got to use more of your brain to decipher this one here.
That still mystifies scientists. A major element of this precision is the consistent angle of slope seen in the pyramids. The Great Pyramid of Giza, also known as the Pyramid of Khufu, is a prime example. Its slope angle of about 51 degrees and 50 minutes, 51.83 degrees to be exact, is uniform throughout, leading to a perfect pyramid.
Look at all them stones, guys. Look at all that deep, more than carpentry. Like the precision cutting, the precision placing of every stone all the way to the top is just freaking amazing.
Middle shape. This is known as the pyramid's sect, a term from ancient Egyptian geometry, similar to our modern tangent of the angle of inclination. The consistency of the sect in the pyramid indicates an advanced knowledge of geometry that perplexes researchers. The Great Pyramid also embodies the golden ratio, or phi, approximately 1.618, a key aspect in aesthetics and architectural design even today. The half perimeter of the pyramid divided by its height gives a value close to phi, suggesting that the pyramid could have been designed using this mathematical concept. Whether it was intentional or coincidental is still debated, but the presence of the golden ratio adds to the mystery and fear surrounding these structures, showing an understanding of mathematical principles far beyond their time.
Wow. He said that so fast that if you wasn't paying attention, you would have not caught it. He basically saying that they're scared because whoever built this structure has to be so powerful that they wouldn't even know where to begin to combat a force of such force.
The precision is not limited to external measurements. Inside the pyramid, the coffer in the king's chamber, carved out of a solid piece of granite, has internal dimensions that could fit the Ark of the Covenant perfectly.
Oh my goodness. Did you hear what he said it's made out of, guys? He said it's made out of granite. We talking thousands of years ago, guys, and they still don't have the primitive tools to redo this again.
Perfectly as described in the Bible, leading to various theories and speculations about the pyramid's purpose.
Right.
The fact that this coffer was made without the use of iron tools, which the Egyptians did not have access to, further.
Okay, now let's get that out the equation. Now, if you paying attention, if you're smart, no iron tools, guys. No iron tools, and we dealing with stone. Keep that in mind. Okay.
Adds to the perplexity surrounding these constructions. Moreover, the alignment of the tunnels and internal chambers with specific stars and constellations requires a highly advanced knowledge of astronomy tied intricately with precise geometric design.
It has to be tied intricately. This guy's on point, man. He's woke, man. He's woke, man. I hope at the end of this video, he comes to the same conclusion that I came with. But let's continue.
The alignments suggest a possible function of the pyramids as star clocks or observatories,
Right.
which again requires a level of technical and scientific understanding that seems anachronistic for ancient Egyptians.
Right.
The cumulative result of these mathematical and geometric mysteries is a sense of awe, fear, and respect for the ancient builders of the pyramids.
Right.
The precision and complexity of their design and the unexplained knowledge of mathematical principles like the golden ratio pose questions about the origin of this knowledge and its application in the construction process. The startling precision in the presence of primitive tools raises doubts about our understanding of ancient civilizations and their capabilities. Could it be that the ancient Egyptians had access to knowledge and technology that has since been lost to time? Or were they assisted by external influences, as suggested by proponents of alternative theories?
There go another theory. And the theory was they were being influenced by outside forces. Let's make a note of that.
These mysteries, unanswered and unexplained, lend an aura of eerie magnificence to the pyramids, triggering a sense of dread mixed with wonder among scientists and researchers. The pyramid's geometric precision, so advanced and unexplained, stands as an imposing question mark against the backdrop of human history.
That's right.
It challenges our understanding of our ancestors and presents a riddle wrapped in stone that we are yet to fully unravel. This challenge, and the humility it invokes, is perhaps the source of the persistent fear and fascination the pyramids inspire in scientists. Number 4, immaculate preservation over millennia.
So,
One aspect of the Egyptian pyramids that has consistently left scientists astounded, and indeed slightly unnerved, is their impressive state of preservation over millennia. These ancient structures, some of the oldest surviving man-made structures on Earth, have
Man-made.
withstood the ravages of time in a way.
See, they always make sure they try to give the glory back to man and think man had something to do with this structure. But as we see, it's just too technologically.
That defies logic and expectation, providing us with a tangible connection to our past.
Right.
The Great Pyramid of Giza, built over 4,500 years ago, still largely retains its original structure. Given that most other buildings from similar eras have long since decayed or crumbled, the pyramid's resistance to natural erosion, weather patterns, and even human interference is a phenomenon that terrifies scientists due to its inexplicability.
Right.
A contributing factor to this preservation is the quality and type of materials used. The lime.
Now, let's make a note of the materials they're going to break down, what was used to build it. You know what I'm saying? And where it came from and where it landed. You know what I'm talking about?
Limestone blocks used in the construction of the pyramids were quarried with exceptional skill, allowing for their interlocking design that has helped maintain structural integrity over centuries. But the sheer amount of time these structures have endured and their relative intactness raises questions about our understanding of material durability and ancient construction techniques.
Right.
One of the more baffling elements is the preservation of the inner chambers of the pyramids. These chambers, undisturbed for thousands of years, have maintained a consistent temperature of around 20 degrees Celsius, regardless of the external climate. This constant temperature, coupled with the lack of moisture inside the pyramids, has led to the preservation of artifacts and even colors of hieroglyphs inside these structures. The mechanism behind this climate control remains a mystery and a source of unease for researchers. The pyramid's design also plays a role in its preservation.
Like basically, most people is under the impression that out there in the desert in them pyramids is like crazy hot, unbearably hot. You know what I'm saying? 110 degrees, 140, 150 in the desert. But it manages to be 20 degrees and it stays that inside there. That's kind of freaking amazing when you think about it. It's just so technologically fashioned that it's crazy.
The pyramids were designed with an understanding of foundational mechanics that is stunning in its foresight. The builders somehow knew to construct the pyramids on a flat, solid bedrock foundation to prevent structural instability. The strategic placement of the blocks and the precise angular measurements have ensured—
That's crazy. They just said that the builders made sure that they built it on a solid piece of bedrock, a solid piece of earth, very straight, hard, solid foundation. You know what I'm saying? To prevent any structural damage. That's crazy. That means they knew about what was going on underneath the earth and what was going on above the earth. They knew, whoever it was.
that the weight distribution does not lead to the collapse of the structures.
Right.
These factors come together to make the pyramids some of the most enduring structures on the planet. Their preservation is not just a testament to the genius of their creators, but also an unsettling mystery for modern-day scientists. It forces us to question our understanding of architectural longevity and to confront the humbling reality that we have yet to fully comprehend the knowledge and skills possessed by our ancestors.
Right.
The incredible state of preservation of the pyramids over thousands of years, coupled with the uncertain methods used to achieve this feat, offers a daunting challenge to modern scientific understanding. They stand as immovable objects against the tide of time, each stone a silent testament to a past we strive to understand, each chamber a keeper of secrets that we have yet to uncover. The sight of the pyramids, undying and unchanged, stirs a sense of dread in the face of such unyielding permanence. Their longevity, far surpassing that of most other human creations, serves as a grim reminder of our fleeting existence and the potential ephemeral nature of our current knowledge and understanding. In this way, the immaculate preservation of the pyramids over millennia remains one of the significant reasons why these ancient structures terrify scientists.
Wow.
Number 5, intricate subterranean chambers. The Egyptian pyramids, these colossal structures of antiquity, hide within them an intricate network of subterranean chambers and passageways. the complexity of which leaves scientists spellbound and, to an extent, terrified. These mysterious inner labyrinths.
I'm trying to figure out, why do they keep telling us that the scientists are terrified? I'm trying to figure out why they keep saying that so much. You know what I'm saying?
Their construction and their purpose pose a myriad of questions, sparking theories that range from the logical to the fantastical.
Right. Logical and fantastical theories. Right.
The Great Pyramid of Giza harbors within it a series of complex chambers. The King's Chamber, the Queen's Chamber, and the enigmatic subterranean chamber are interconnected through a maze of corridors and galleries, such as the Grand Gallery and ascending and descending passages. This internal intricacy is bewildering considering the tools and technology believed to be available during the pyramid's construction. The internal structure's precision adds another layer of complexity, evoking a sense of unease among researchers. The subterranean chamber, the lowest chamber within the Great Pyramid, is particularly puzzling. Carved into the bedrock on which the pyramid stands, its purpose remains an enigma. Its rough, unfinished appearance starkly contrasts with the precision observed in other parts of the pyramid, and it lacks the smooth, polished surfaces seen in the King's and Queen's chambers. This chamber, accessible via a narrow descending passage, has sparked numerous theories about its function, ranging from a symbolic underworld to a storage area for treasures, none of which can be definitively proven. Adding to the mystery is the discovery of hidden voids within the pyramid using non-invasive technologies like muon radiography. A significant void discovered above the Grand Gallery, often referred to as the Scan Pyramid's Big Void, has yet to be explored or understood, stirring both excitement and dread among Egyptologists and scientists. Beyond the Great Pyramid, Egypt boasts other pyramids with intriguing subterranean systems. The Pyramid of Djoser, for instance, has an intricate network of tunnels beneath it, spreading over 5.7 kilometers. These tunnels, adorned with blue faience tiles, house rooms filled with clay vessels, presumably offerings for the afterlife. The purpose and construction of this labyrinth beneath the step pyramid raise further questions about ancient Egyptian building techniques and their knowledge of the earth. The complexity of these subterranean systems demonstrates an advanced understanding of construction and engineering far ahead of its time. To construct such chambers within the pyramids without disturbing their overall structure would have required extensive planning, resource management, and architectural prowess. How this was achieved with the primitive tools and methods believed to have been used is a terrifying mystery that continues to baffle modern scientists.
Right.
The intricate subterranean chambers of the pyramids add to their enigma and grandeur. With each new discovery comes more questions, deepening the mystery and enhancing the dread associated with these ancient structures.
Right.
What purpose these chambers served, why they were built with such complexity, and how they were constructed are questions that challenge our understanding of the past. The fear they instill in scientists is a fear of the unknown, a testament to the enduring mystery that is the Egyptian pyramids. Number 6, strange acoustic properties. Among the numerous mysteries associated with the Egyptian pyramids, one that consistently unnerves scientists and researchers is their strange acoustic properties. The pyramids, specifically the Great Pyramid of Giza, seem to harness and manipulate sound in ways that defy explanation, leading to theories of their use in sonic or vibrational healing and speculation about ancient Egyptians' understanding of acoustics. Rest and recreation, brief moments of leisure. As the last remnants of the day faded into the Roman night, the slaves' unyielding toil came to a temporary halt. The moment of rest and recreation, however fleeting, was a much-anticipated respite in their arduous lives, a short window of time that was predominantly their own. In the confines of their shared quarters, the slaves found solace. They savored their modest evening meal, often similar to their midday fare, yet it held the sweet taste of hard-earned rest. They shared stories, their laughter and whispers echoing in the dimly lit rooms. Some of them indulged in simple games like knucklebones or dice, their camaraderie transcending the grim realities of their existence, however briefly. Others listened to stories narrated by older slaves, tales from their homelands, myths, legends, or accounts of famous Roman battles and heroes. These narratives served as a link to their diverse cultural roots and a momentary escape from their harsh realities. Music, too, played a significant role in their lives. Those who possessed musical talents often played the lyre or the flute, their melodies adding a rare beauty to the otherwise stark surroundings. Singing and dancing also featured in these fleeting leisure moments, their rhythmic beats and harmonious tunes a stark contrast to the daytime cacophony. For some, solitude was a cherished form of recreation. They found peace in quiet reflection, in the process of mending their clothes, or in the simple act of looking at the night sky. It was a time for them to reconnect with themselves, to momentarily forget the demanding duties that occupied their days. However, even during these brief moments of leisure, the slaves were acutely aware of their roles. Any untoward behavior or excess noise could invite punishment. They had to maintain a delicate balance, savoring their respite while staying within the defined boundaries. Despite these constraints, the time of rest and recreation was vital for the slaves. It provided them a chance to rejuvenate, to nurture their friendships, and to hold on to their cultural identities. It offered them a sense of community, a shared understanding that helped them face their relentless servitude. As the night deepened, their conversations dwindled, their games ended, and the melodies faded. They retired to their sleeping areas, often simple mats or straw-filled sacks. The Roman villa, farm, or shop fell into silence, the slaves seeking solace in sleep before the cycle of toil began again with the new dawn. The rest and recreation time, as modest as it was a testament to the slave's spirit. It demonstrated their capacity to find joy, camaraderie, and a sense of identity amidst their demanding existence, their resilience shining brightly in the quiet Roman night. Reflections and dreams, the inner life of a Roman slave. Beyond the visible cycle of labor and brief respite, a Roman slave led a rich inner life, fraught with reflections and dreams. This was the realm of their personal thoughts, fears, hopes, and aspirations, a private sanctuary undisturbed by the external world of incessant servitude. In the silence of the night, their minds often revisited the past. Many slaves had been born free, only to be captured during Rome's numerous military campaigns or subjected to enslavement due to debts or criminal punishment. They recalled the freedom of their former lives, the simple joys, the autonomy, the dignity that came with being a free individual. These memories, while painful, kept alive a spark of their old identity, a poignant reminder of their stolen freedom. Many slaves had families or loved ones they were torn apart from, the pain of separation a constant companion in their hearts. They longed for the familiar comfort of their homes, the warmth of their loved ones, their minds filled with fragments of memories, a mother's lullaby, a lover's touch, a child's laughter. Slaves also reflected upon their present condition. They ruminated over their daily trials, the punishing work, the humiliating treatment, and the constant fear of punishment. They observed the hierarchy within their ranks, the favoritism, and the occasional acts of kindness from their masters. They pondered the societal structure that upheld their servitude, the inherent injustice that stripped them of their freedom and dignity. Yet despite the harsh reality of their lives, dreams found a way into their hearts. Some dreamed of earning their freedom, a prospect that was not entirely impossible. Slaves could be manumitted by their masters for various reasons, out of affection, as a reward for loyalty, or in their wills. The thought of holding a libertus status, even with its restrictions, was a beacon of hope in their dark existence. What makes these unknown technologies terrifying is not their existence, but what they imply about our understanding of history. If such techniques existed, why is there no record of them?
Right.
Have we lost knowledge that ancient civilizations possessed? Or could they have had help from an external, perhaps even non-human source, as some theories suggest? These questions shake the very foundation of our understanding of human development and history. Moreover, the fear stems from the realization that our current technological prowess may not be as advanced as we believe.
Right.
If an ancient civilization could achieve feats we struggle to explain today, it puts into perspective the transience and cyclical nature of knowledge and technological progress.
Right.
Number 8. Enigmatic hieroglyphic inscriptions. The enigmatic hieroglyphic inscriptions found within and around the Egyptian pyramids are a source of endless fascination
Right.
and at times palpable dread for scholars and scientists. These ancient scripts, beautifully etched onto the stone, harbor secrets that have either been lost to time or remain yet to be deciphered, adding to the pyramid's intrigue. The pyramid texts, one of the oldest known religious texts in the world, found in the pyramids of Kings Unas and Teti at Saqqara, offer an insight into ancient Egyptian spiritual beliefs. Comprising of spells, prayers, and incantations, these texts were intended to aid the deceased king in navigating the afterlife. However, despite substantial progress in understanding the symbolic language of hieroglyphics, much of the pyramid text's spiritual and philosophical content remains cryptic and elusive. Similarly, other pyramids have yielded inscriptions that give us glimpses into the lives of the workers who built these architectural marvels.
Okay, so we've gathered the fact that they think they know more personally the ones who built the pyramids with these hieroglyphics and stuff like that. We got to make a note of that too. Make a note of that.
Phrases referring to the Friends of Khufu or the Drunkards of Menkaura have been found in the workers' quarters around the Giza Plateau, suggesting a level of organization and camaraderie among the workforce. But again, the full implications and the extent of these inscriptions remain enigmatic, leaving researchers with more questions than answers.
So boom, it really is a mystery. The pyramids are more a mystery than we thought they are, because the scientists are more baffled. The more they look into it, the more they're looking for more answers, and they have way less answers than they are hoping for.
Adding to the mystery is the notable absence of inscriptions within the Great Pyramid of Giza, an anomaly among Egyptian pyramids.
That's crazy.
This lack of hieroglyphs within the structure has led to myriad theories, including the hypothesis that the pyramid was not a tomb, but served another unknown purpose. The hieroglyphs' enigmatic nature is terrifying in its implications. If there are aspects of the hieroglyphic language we have yet to decipher, what secrets might they hold? What insights into the ancient Egyptian civilization, their knowledge, and beliefs are hidden in these undeciphered symbols? And if these inscriptions were indeed intended to be cryptic, why was this the case?
Right.
Were they guarding sacred knowledge? Or are we as a civilization not ready to understand the wisdom they have imparted? Moreover, the strange absence of hieroglyphs in the Great Pyramid fosters a sense of dread as we consider what purpose it may have served.
Right.
Could it have been built for a purpose so significant that it required complete secrecy, with no inscriptions to reveal its true function? The enigmatic hieroglyphic inscriptions found in the Egyptian pyramids represent a cryptic dialogue between the past and the present. Every symbol, every inscription, is a tantalizing piece of a puzzle that we may never fully solve. They serve as a reminder of the depth and richness of our history, the secrets it holds, and the fear that stems from confronting the unknown. As we continue to decipher these symbols, we are not just uncovering the past, we are also confronting our fears and the terrifying realization that we are but a brief chapter in the epic of human civilization. Number 9. Evidence of electromagnetic energy. A startling aspect of the Egyptian pyramids, specifically the Great Pyramid of Giza, is their relationship with electromagnetic energy. Recent studies have found that this ancient structure can concentrate electromagnetic energy in its internal chambers and beneath its base, an observation that, while fascinating, also stirs a sense of dread among scientists. These findings, discovered through theoretical modeling, revealed that the pyramid can collect and concentrate electromagnetic energy, particularly in wavelengths resonant with the dimensions of the structure. Both the pyramid's shape and its material properties contribute to this electromagnetic response, creating focused electromagnetic fields in the king's and queen's chambers and under the pyramid's base. Such concentrated electromagnetic fields have implications in various fields, from nanoparticle physics to energy harvesting. The question, however, that sends a chill down the spine of scientists is, did the pyramid's builders know of this property when they were constructing it?
Right.
If they did, what could they have used it for? And what does that imply about their understanding of the world? The thought of an ancient civilization using such sophisticated scientific concepts is, in itself, unnerving.
Right.
We've always understood progress to be linear, with our ancestors having less knowledge than we do. Yet here stands a structure built thousands of years ago, exhibiting principles that we only fully understood in recent years. Furthermore, this opens a Pandora's box of questions regarding the pyramid's purpose. If the ancient Egyptians were aware of the pyramid's electromagnetic properties, could it have served a function beyond being a mere tomb? Was it an ancient power plant, as some theories suggest?
Right.
Or did it have a spiritual or symbolic significance related to energy? These electromagnetic properties also bring up the question of how these ancient builders might have measured and manipulated such energy. What tools or methods did they use? Were there more sophisticated technologies or knowledge at their disposal that we are currently unaware of?
That's right.
If so, where did this knowledge come from and how did it get lost? The terrifying aspect of these questions lies in their implications. The idea that our ancestors may have had an advanced understanding of the universe, perhaps even superior to ours in certain aspects, challenges our narrative of human progress.
Right.
The fear is not just of the unknown, but also of the realization that our understanding of the past, of ourselves, is incomplete.
Right.
Number 10, unusual thermal anomalies. One of the more recent and puzzling discoveries related to the Egyptian pyramids is the detection of unusual thermal anomalies. This mystery, encountered on the massive stones of the Great Pyramid of Giza, is particularly perplexing and chilling for scientists and researchers. In 2015, the Scan Pyramids mission, an international project launched under the Egyptian Ministry of Antiquities, employed infrared thermography to scan the pyramids. This technique detected several spots on the eastern side of the Great Pyramid that exhibited different temperatures compared to their surrounding blocks. Specifically, they were higher in temperature, indicating these blocks might have a different chemical composition, thickness, or perhaps hide voids or passages behind them. What is more intriguing is that one of these anomalies aligns with the upper part of the entrance to the pyramid, leading to speculation about possible undiscovered passages or chambers. However, despite intensive studies, the exact cause and implications of these thermal anomalies remain a mystery. These unusual thermal anomalies in the Great Pyramid are terrifying in their implications. They hint at unknown aspects of the pyramid's construction, possibly unknown chambers, passages, or different construction techniques or materials. The fact that these anomalies are still unexplained, despite our technological advancements, highlights the vast gaps in our understanding of these ancient structures.
Right.
Moreover, these anomalies pose unsettling questions about the knowledge and intentions of the pyramid's builders. If these anomalies are indicative of hidden chambers or
He hit it. The knowledge and their intentions, right?
passages, why were they constructed? And why have they remained hidden? What secrets or knowledge might they contain? And if they point to differences in construction materials or techniques, what does that tell us about the builder's understanding of materials and their properties? Furthermore, these thermal anomalies raise fears about what other secrets these ancient structures might be hiding.
All right, guys, check it out. Let's dive into this joint because they still don't know what they talking about. They still don't know what they talking about, guys. They still don't know who built the pyramids. Alright guys, check it out. So where we at with this is all they gave us for the last 30 minutes, 40 minutes was conspiracy theory. You know what I'm saying? And I want to oppose my conspiracy theory right now, right? And my conspiracy theory is the theory that all these massive structures that you see on the planet, they were created by the jinns. They were created by the jinns when Suleiman, Prophet Suleiman, peace and blessings be upon him, when he got the power from Allah or God, right, to control the jinns, and he had them doing mad stuff for them. You know what I mean? He called them in front of him one by one, figured out, asked them what their treachery was, what quarrel, what angel they had a quarrel with. And some of them bragged and boast like, I can go get you a whole fleet of whatever it may be, materials, rock, limestone, whatever, and I can bring it back to you in a blink of an eye from across the planet. That's how strong I am. They brag and they boast about their strength when it comes to that measure. And he put them to work. He put them to immediately start building things, and they built such megalithic, huge, huge, huge creations. And a lot of creations I see now was left behind. And I see a lot of creations was left undone. And it's a reason that Suleiman lost his power and rule over the jinns. And I feel like I said, this is just my conspiracy theory. You know what I'm saying? I'm still doing research. You got to do some research on your own too, right? But I just truly feel like all this immaculate building that you're seeing, all these technologically advanced ways of building came from these jinns who knew astrology. They knew this. They knew all the mathematics of the planet, the stars, the solar system, all of that. Now, we're going to listen into something about that, just so I can kind of let this navigate us to where we got to go. Let me see something. I'm going to get this to navigate us to where we got to go, because a lot of people don't, like, it's right in our face. I don't understand how I'm just seeing it now. So, you know, maybe it's that time for me to be waking up too. But this right here is a testament of Suleiman. You know what I'm saying? And this joint right here is like, you got to see this joint. Inside. They talk.
After the revelation of Orneas the demon, Solomon one day received a letter from the king of the Arabians, which read as follows: To King Solomon, all hail. Lo, we have heard about the wisdom bestowed upon you by the Lord, and that you are a merciful man. We know you have been granted understanding over all the spirits of the air.
Yeah, they also said that Suleiman could control the wind, and he can control, like, talking to the birds or whatever. Like, this is crazy. This is in the Bible and all that. You know what I'm saying? But check it out.
And on earth, and under the earth. Right now, in the land of
And they said, like what he said, and to control the things that's under the earth. The jinns, y'all.
Arabia, there is a spirit of the following kind. At early dawn, caused by this spirit, there begins to blow a certain wind, until the third hour. Its blast is so harsh and terrible, that it slays both man and beast,
Mm.
and no spirit can live upon earth against this demon. I pray you then, for as much as the spirit is a wind, come up with a solution, according to the wisdom given to you by the Lord your God, and
Now, see what I'm saying? This is somebody who knows that Suleiman can control the jinns, and they're having a problem with one over on their side of town. You know what I mean? So they coming for help.
accept to send a man able to capture it. If you
See what I'm saying? They thinking that physically they gotta capture it.
would do this, King Solomon, I and my people, and all my land, will serve you till death, and all of Arabia shall be at peace with you, if you will perform this act of righteousness for us. We pray you, despise not our humble prayer, and suffer not to bring to nothing the province under your authority, because we are supplicants, both I and my people, and all my land. Farewell to my lord. All health. But because he had a pressing matter to attend to, Solomon gave the letter to his servant, telling him to remind him of it after 7 days. And what was this matter? Even though the temple of the Lord had been built, it was not yet finished, for there was a great stone lying there in front of the temple, the cornerstone, which Solomon desired to lay in the head of the corner for the completion of the temple. But try all they might, none of his workmen could lift that stone, not even when combined, and neither could any of their equipments. For days, Solomon wondered what this could be. Surely, he knew this was no ordinary stone, for it was the same stone the crest of dragon spoke of some time back. The stone which had been brought up from the Red Sea by Ephippus, the wind spirit of Arabia. And perhaps only he could lift it and place it at the exact spot desired by the king. After 7 days, being reminded of the letter from the king of Arabia, Solomon called his servant and said to him, Prepare your camel, and get yourself a leather flask, and take also this seal. Go into the land of Arabia, to the place in which the wind spirit blows, and there untie the flask, and place the ring in the mouth of the flask. Then hold them towards the blast of the spirit. When the flask is swollen and blown out, you will know that the demon has been trapped into it. Then hastily tie up the mouth of the flask, and seal it securely with the ring. Lay it carefully upon the camel, and bring it to me quickly. If on the way the spirit offers you gold, or silver, or treasure, in return for letting it go, see that you are not persuaded, but listen to it, without swearing an oath to release it. And then, if it points out to the places where there are gold or silver, mark the places, and seal them with the ring, and proceed to bring the demon to me. Go now, and fare thee well. The
See, he
youth
really was
did as he had
controlling them.
been
He know.
bidden, and entered the land of the Arabians. And when the people of that region saw him, they could not believe that he would be able to catch the spirit. But when dawn came, and the blast began, the youth stood up, and laid the flask, with the ring in its mouth, on the ground, before the spirit's blast. And as the spirit blew, it was sucked right into the flask, by the ring. Seeing the flask had blown out, and knowing the spirit was inside, he promptly tightened its mouth, and sealed it in the name of the Lord God of Sabaoth.
Mm.
And the demon remained within the flask. He stayed in that land for 3 days, to make sure this spirit had been conquered. And indeed, the spirit no longer blew against that city,
Mm.
and all the Arabians knew that he had safely captured the spirit. As the youth made his way back,
Now, this is King Solomon here, guys. And he had so much control. And we're going to stretch it out and leave it for part 2, where we're going to come back and we're going to talk about exactly how he lost his control, because the things that they did was unimaginable. This is why you have to go do the research yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because it's unimaginable, the things that these jinns did for him. And no bullshit. When you find out, leave a comment, hit the like button, hit the sub button on the way out. More content. We trying to raise your awareness of the people, man. You know what I'm saying? The best conversations happen at night, not nightly conversations. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that way. That way.